to the call. Thank you guys for hopping on. We're going to go ahead and get started. I'm super excited for today's call, so go ahead and send out any last-minute invites to www.womenwhowinworldwide.tv, and let's get this call packed out. We have a super special guest for today's call, Miss Marilyn Rodriguez. She's been married for 9 years. She's a mom of 2. She's been an entrepreneur for about 6 years now. She's a real estate agent in Pennsylvania and Delaware, and she's her own boss, and not only is she her own boss and working from home full time, she also with Nina Rodriguez, who we had on last week, they have their own group where they're helping to empower women, and it's called Women with Limitless Beliefs. So I'm super, super excited to have her on here because I see her vision, her and Nina's vision 100%, and I know that they're going to do great things. They're already doing great things, and so I know she's going to be dropping some gold for you guys. So make sure you have a pen and notepad ready. I know I do. So Marilyn, go ahead and take it away. Thank you for hopping on.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you guys so much for having me. Very excited, very honored to be here on this call with you ladies. And thanks again just for taking the time out to get on this call and investing in you. One of the things that I wanted to talk to you guys today about is being that mompreneur, right? That wifepreneur, right? That womanpreneur, right? That woman that is taking charge, trying to build her business, but at the same time, how do you maintain home, right? How do you maintain cooking dinner, getting the kids ready for school if you don't have any kids, cleaning the house, making sure that the laundry gets done, right? So that you're not piled up for weeks after weeks after weeks, right? And I think the biggest thing that sometimes we forget to do is literally like plan stuff out. I am really, really big on planning and organizing and creating structure. So one of the things that I focus on is, okay, like I set literally times out for myself to get certain things done. So creating a plan or creating a schedule is definitely something that will help you. And a lot of times, we overcome and we face different challenges, we face different struggles. And it's like, okay, how do I overcome this? How can I overcome these negative thoughts? Because sometimes it becomes overwhelming trying to get everything done. And then you feel like, oh my God, I can't do this or I can't do that. You can do it. It's just all about proper time management. So get your calendars, start to plan out your week. Like literally, even if you have to write in, like I have to do laundry this time. If you're someone who needs some type of structure in their life because things are just not getting done, that's definitely the best way to do it. And overcoming, right, different hurdles that we face as women. Sometimes people don't believe in you, right? Sometimes people don't believe in the vision that you have because you are a woman, and they don't think, like that you can accomplish certain things just because you're a woman, right? But if they only knew that us women, we're like superwomen, right? Like we could do anything and we could take anything on, right? I was telling Alina, like, I don't feel good. I have like a little bit of a cold, and not to knock the men, like we love the men, but like they become big babies, right? Us as women, we get sick, whatever we're going through, we have no pause. We have no time to take breaks. We have no time to say, I need like a moment to myself, right? Unless like it's planned out, right? Because we have so much on our shoulders and it becomes overwhelming. So I want to encourage you guys today and to let you guys know, like, you can overcome. There's anything that you set your mind to, we are relentless, right? We're relentless when it comes to something that we want. When we have a vision, when we have a goal, when we have something set in our mind, we don't stop until it gets done. That's just because of how we're built, right? To be relentless, to push through, to fight through whatever comes our way. And sometimes we limit ourselves in our mind because of the noise that's around us, because of the people and the thoughts, right? Maybe you've had your sister, your brother, your mom, your dad, maybe even your own spouse doubt your abilities and doubt what you can do. Maybe you've had people in your life tell you that you can't, but I want to encourage you and let you know that you can. There's nothing that you cannot do. There's nothing that you cannot overcome. There's nothing that you cannot win in, right? Women who win worldwide, right? We're women who win no matter what part of the world. We all have that survival instinct. We all have that, that instinct to make it no matter what comes our way, no matter what adversity comes, no matter what problems come. So I want to encourage you, like, you can, you will, and you must. You can, you will, and you must. And that's something that when I'm going through my personal struggles, because being in business is not all peaches and cream. People don't realize the struggle, right? I went out with a friend this morning. We were hitting the gym and we were talking. And one of the things that we were talking about is people see your glory, but they don't know your story. People see, the glitz and the glam. Oh my God, like, she's traveling, she's trading, she has like some great things going on in her life, but they don't know how many times you've stayed up at night trying to catch some pips. They don't know the sacrifices you've made. They don't know what bills you didn't pay this month to make sure your subscription was taken care of so that you could learn and earn, right? They don't know the struggle that you've gone through. They don't know the things. Just because people see your glory and they don't know your story, they think it's so easy. They think, that you have it made in a sense, but they don't know your struggle. And even when people see your glory, right, they start to criticize, they start to talk. The haters come in, right? The haters come in. The negativity starts to creep in, right? So I want to encourage you, like, just because people are not on the same page as you, just because people don't understand, that's fine. Cancel out all the noise. Like, literally, so I as some of you may know, some of you may not know, my husband is a pastor, and we pastor here in our local community. And I had the privilege to speak a few weeks ago. And one of the things that I got and that God had given to me that I want to share with you guys is, when horses are in a race, what do they have? They have those blinders, right? Like, they have those blinders on their eyes, and those blinders are to keep them focused. Their blinders are so that when they're running, dirt doesn't get in their eye. Their blinders are so that they're not looking at the horse next to them, to the right or to the left, but that they can focus on the finish line. And today I want to encourage you to put your blinders on. Put your blinders on. Stop focusing on what she's doing, what he's doing. Stop focusing on everybody else and get honed in to what you want to do. Get recentered, refocused, and don't worry. Like, dirt is going to try to come in your eyes, but because you have your blinders on, you're going to keep moving. When the negativity hits, you have your blinders on, you're going to keep moving. There's nothing that can stop you if you are ready and if you're willing to put those blinders on, guys. So today, I encourage you, put your blinders on, because at the end of the day, the only person that you need to be concerned about finishing the race is you. The only person that you need to be concerned about that wakes up every morning to go hard, to grind hard, because nobody's going to struggle. Nobody's going to fight harder than you. Nobody's going to give 120% like you, because your life depends on it. Your family's life depends on it. Your bills depend on it, right, guys? So put your blinders on. Put your blinders on, right? And I also wanted today to share with you guys about social media, right? Social media prospecting. How do you start conversations? How do you retain people within your business, right? So that's today what I also want to share with you. The second half of this is just about building your business and being that business owner and prospecting online, because sometimes we struggle with that. I know in the beginning, when I started my network marketing career, it was a struggle. I didn't know how to talk to people. I didn't know to inbox them and what to say. I was just focused on sending my links and trying to get everybody I could in the business. And all I did was spam, 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 spam. So today I want to share with you, again, starting conversations and retaining new partners. So one of the things that you may be struggling with is, what questions do I ask? So ladies, I want you to drop a 1 in the chat. How many of you know that women are the best investigators? How many of you know that women are the best investigators, right? We're the best investigators. If we need to find out what's happening with our friends, if we need to find out what's happening with whatever it may be, we will go on Facebook. We will search through everything, get on the yellow pages on Google. Like, we will do whatever we have to do to investigate and find out whatever we need to find out. So I want you to take that same instinct and become an investigator on Facebook, on Instagram. And what I mean by that is literally just going online, looking at people's pages. Some of the questions that you may ask them, like, where are you from, right? What is it that you do on your free time? These are some questions to open it up, right? Look on their page. It's okay. Be an investigator. Dig through their page and look through their pictures. People love, 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 and I mean love compliments, especially us women, right? We get a new hairdo. We want everybody to tell us, oh, girl, you look good. Your hair looks nice. You get your nails done. You want people to compliment you, right? So compliment other people. Talk about their families, their kids, if they traveled. Find things on their page that you can relate to and that you can connect with so that you can ask them these questions. Again, so here are the questions that I like to ask. Where are you from? What is it that you do on your free time? And if you're running into other entrepreneurs, what kind of business do you run? And again, don't forget to compliment, compliment, compliment. Comment on posts, like pictures. You want to build that engagement up. So those are some of the questions that I focus on asking. And again, right, be observant. Be observant. Before you go in engaging them and trying to prospect them into your business, you want to build a foundation. You want to build a relationship. You don't just want to send them a pre-automated text, right? You want to get to know them, ask them questions. Even if you go out, right? Like, let's just say this is now, let's take it off of social media. Let's talk about in person. Observe people before you go up to them. If you're in an Uber, ask some of those questions, like, what is it that you do? How long have you been driving Uber? Like, if you go to a restaurant, if you go to the gym, like, people are working out, how long have you been at the gym? Start small talk. And the biggest thing that you want to refrain from is talking about yourself. You do not want to talk about yourself. You want to talk about them. You want to ask them as many questions, because people become now more receptive because now you're asking them questions. And eventually they'll ask you questions. They'll ask you the same questions that you're asking because now they're intrigued, because someone now has taken the time to really want to know about them, right? And again, especially for us women, we love to talk, right? So like, if someone's asking us questions, we love to share. We love to, become personable. So like, why not? Why not? If you're going to go, again, right, to the park, go wherever you can. You are not limited by, we live in the age of information now. Social media is great, right? Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You have all these different outlets that you can use. You're not confined to now having to go knocking door to door, right? Door to door, right? You don't have to do that. So don't be afraid. Put yourself out there. But again, guys, it's so important for you to ask questions. So I want to now cover, how can I retain my new partners? This is something that I learned from our fearless leader, Stella. And I thought it was so important to share it with you guys. You may have heard it, but sometimes we need to rehear things. We need to hear things. They need to be like put on repeat so that they can retain, right? So how can I retain my new partners? So every new member that you get, they should be launched within the first hour. You have them excited. They're ready to go. So launch them within their first hour. And be honest with them. Give them the pros and the cons about the business. Set them up for success. You want to vaccinate them, right? When the flu season comes, what do the doctors try to do? They try to give you the flu so that they can prevent the flu from coming. Well, that's kind of the same thing when it comes to setting them up and getting them ready for the business. You want to vaccinate them. You want them to know exactly what they're getting into. Look, these are the pros, these are the cons. These are some of the struggles that I found, but this is how I was able to overcome. These are some of the frustrations that I had, but this is how I was able to overcome. So let them know, I need you to be patient within your first 30 to 60 days, or however long it may take you to understand, because everyone's learning is a little bit different. Some people learn faster than others. So you want to set the expectation, you want to be transparent, and you want to let them know what some of the challenges that they may face and how they can overcome them. Your retention rate, if you do this, will go up to about 85%, guys, 85%. Another thing that you want to focus on is you want to connect them with two people within your organization, within your group. The reason you want to do this is because if you're not available, there are some people that like maybe, they only have an hour within a day to train, to ask questions, because some people work, some people have kids. So if you're not available, you want to set them up for success, and you want to connect them with 2 other people that if you're not available, they can reach out to and they can talk to. Another thing that I think is so important is you need to understand their why, and you need to make them understand their why. And the reason you want to make sure that they understand what their why is, and some people don't even know what their why is, guys. So this why is so important to dig deep and to truly understand. It has to be deeper than money. It has to be deeper than anything materialistic. Their why, and if they're surface, you need to have them dig a little deeper, right? Why are you doing this? Are you doing this for your kids? Are you doing this for your parents? Are you doing this for your spouse? Are you doing this because you're just sick and tired of being in the situation that you're in? Are you tired of living paycheck to paycheck and you're ready to like build a legacy, right? These are some of the questions that we have to ask to understand their why. Then make them get index cards. And if they don't got index cards, tell them to get a piece of paper, cut it up, right? It's so simple. You can make your own index cards. You can cut up some paper, make your own index cards. And you want to ask them to put this in their pocket, in their car, in their mirror, wherever they're going to wake up so that they can see it, so that every day they have a consistent reminder of what their goals are. The next thing that you want to focus on, and something that I've been trying to focus on as well and getting done with everyone that hops on, is what are their goals? How many days a week will they commit to be involved and focused on the business? What days and what times? Commitment is huge, right? Because we all know that a person, I think that someone's most valuable thing is their word, right? If you can't commit to your word, if you can't be consistent with your commitment, that right there shows me, right, where your life is and how in order it's going to be, and if you're really going to be serious and focused. Commitment is key. And once you get someone's commitment, you're getting their word, you're getting their bond, you're getting their I'm going to do this, and if I don't do this, now they have given you permission to hold them accountable. Because it's not what me or Alina or some of you ladies on this call may have told them. It's not that you said you're going to do. No, you told me you were going to commit Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 a.m. throughout each week to focus on getting your IML Academy stuff done. You told me that Tuesday and Wednesday you were going to focus on trades. You told me that on Saturday morning you were going to take 3 hours to prospect. This is stuff that you said you were going to do. So now it puts it back on them because you didn't set the goals for them. They set the goals for themselves. Commitment is key. And then what are their 30, 60, 90-day goals? So your first 30 days, that's when you'll learn some of your goals, right? So in the midst of it, you can help them work out through their first 30-day goals. I know one of the focuses that we have with our team is we make sure that their IML Academy gets done within the first 72 hours. So you have 72 hours to complete your IML Academy. Once your IML Academy is done and you understand, we're going to jump on a webinar. And once we jump on the webinar, I'm going to quiz you because I want to make sure that you got your stuff done. And if you didn't get it done and you don't know the answers to the questions that I'm about to ask you, you got to go rewatch. It's as simple as that because we pour so much into people. We pour so much, right? We pour so much into people that we want to make sure that they're taking the time out to be serious, right? So then once they get that done, now let's create a demo account and let's connect you with 2 educators or at least 1 educator that you will be consistent and committed to watch at least twice a week. So that's something that we focus on. And another thing is once they create their demo account, right? Within your first 30 days, you should be able to flip your demo account. Let's start you off with $50, $100 in your demo account so that you can flip it. And then that's when you'll know and you'll be comfortable enough to know, okay, I can go live or I should wait and I should continue to practice. You want to set expectations again, guys, because we all know that when it comes to investing in your business, investing in yourself, taking time for personal development, it may not be easy and there are obstacles that come. But if we set them up for success with creating a 30, 60, 90-day action plan, they will be fine. They will be good, right? Another thing is have them commit to the first year to, 24 months to 12 months. Be committed to this business, right? Get their commitment. Look, this is not something that's going to take overnight. But if you told me that I would go to college for 1 year and I would learn, that I would be able to build a legacy for myself, that I would be able to work from home, that I would be able to have financial freedom, why wouldn't I want to invest a year to 2 years? However long it takes you to be committed to learn, right? To invest in yourself. because this is all it is. It's an investment in yourself. That's all you're doing. You're investing in yourself. You're learning, right? But at the same time, you're learning, you're having a mind shift, because a lot of us that are on this call or people that join our business, our organization, you know, this is not common knowledge. Like, and I think people miss that. Like, this really is not common knowledge. If you came from a family that, you know, is wealthy and silver spoon, like, yes, you may have learned this at a young age. But a lot of us, you know, in our 20s, in our 30s, even in our 40s, 50s, 60s, are just now getting a grip of this, are just now learning this. So this is something that's going to be mind-blowing and shifting. So I think for us as leaders, we have to instill that in their mind and get them to really understand and see the vision and paint it out for them. Another thing that you want to focus after you get their commitment is have them write down and keep like a diary. Have them write all their notes, how much time they're spending. You want to make sure that they have a diary and they have a note. And for them that are like, for those that are like willing and are ready to build a business, because some people don't want to, they just solely focus on trading. That's perfectly fine. There's some people that want to build a business as well, right? Help them out within their first hour. Also, I would get them to write a list of 10 people to reach out to. And one of the biggest things that we focus on is we don't want you to do all the talking. We just want you to share with them that you found an amazing opportunity to invest. And then we want to get on the call, right? We want to do a 3-way call. We want to do a Zoom call. So those are some of the things that I would focus on when it comes to launching someone new and how to retain them. And again, guys, when it comes to social media, just a quick recap, you want to focus on their profile. You want to focus solely on them. You do not want to talk about the business opportunity. You do not want to talk about anything. You just want to get to know them. And even if it takes you a week, 2 weeks to prospect them, get to know them and build a foundation, because anybody can just prospect, right? I've had calls where people have heard about this opportunity, but they never wanted to sit in a Zoom call because it was like spammy. They never wanted to get on a call because it was spammy. They didn't feel comfortable, but because that connection was made, because you're someone that cares and that connection is made, right? They're more receptive and open to listen and are more willing. Social media is not as tricky as people think. One of the things that I like to do as soon as I get a friend request, so going back to social media, you may want to jot this down. It's been working for me. I send a quick message, hey, how are you? Thank you so much for your friend request. What inspired you to connect with me, right? Because now you get to know, okay, why are you on my page, right? You get to weed out the men that are just trying to hit on you. You get to weed out the people who are really just here to waste your time, and you get to really figure out, okay, what did they like on my profile? What did they find attractive enough to want to engage and want to become my friend? And then conversation, you know, it just keeps rolling and rolling and rolling. And one more social media tip for you guys, and then we are going to end it, right? One more social media tip for you guys is go through your Facebook, right? Go through your Facebook page, your selfies, all the pictures that you take, make sure they're clear pictures, right? Because people are attracted to your lifestyle. We look on social media, it's literally like keeping up with the Kardashians, right? Like, people want to keep up with you. People want to know what your lifestyle is. People want to know if you're traveling. People want to know what you're doing, because people are nosy. Like, that's just within human nature. Like, people are nosy. So make sure that you're promoting, you're putting content out, take some time for personal development. Make sure your pictures are nice and clear. Make sure what you're posting has a message behind it and it's just not spammy, right? Follow the 80-20 rule. 80% you want to give content, you want to give value. 20% post, and you can advertise, in a sense, your business. You can promote your business, guys. So that's what I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys enjoyed this call, drop a 2 on the chat. And if you have any questions, we have a few minutes left that I will not mind opening it up. If you guys have any questions, I appreciate you guys all getting on this call. Alina, I don't know if you have anything else that you want to share, but I'll throw it back to you as well.
No, I think that was absolutely amazing. I think one thing I would add to it is everything that you said can be, you know, used for anything. So any kind of business, not just what we have here with iMarkets Live, you know, and the company that we're both in, but you can take everything she just shared with you guys, all the information she just shared. You guys can take this and put it to whatever business you want to use it for, or whatever, you know, goals and visions that you have for your own life as well. So, don't be alarmed if you don't understand, you know, if she, you know, the company that she was talking about, reach out to whoever invited you to this call, and, you know, they can definitely share more information with you about the company itself. But the main goal I really want you guys to take away is just that you can use all the tips that she said with anything, you guys. And I think it's super, super huge to remember that it does take only one decision. It takes one decision to change your whole entire life, you guys. And I think it's funny, and I think God works in a big circle, because I just did a live right before this call on my personal Facebook talking about making that decision and running with it, and doing everything you can in your power to make it happen, and not quitting until you make it happen, right? And not caring about, like she said, the outside. Just put your blinders on, focus on you and what you want to do with your life, because you are the creator of your life. You have the power to create, you know, what you want in your life. So that being said, I mean, thank you, Marilyn, for hopping on. We super, super appreciate it. We appreciate you, and hopefully we can get you guys to come on again soon. And
Absolutely.
I'm excited to see everybody at Vegas tomorrow. So
yes. Exciting.
yes.
Exciting.
So, yes, definitely. So that being said, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I don't see any questions, so we're gonna go ahead and end it there. Thank you guys for joining. Take care. Bye.
Take care, guys. Bye.